Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Kina, and you're watching Kina's Life. Whether you're new here or a returning viewer, I'm so glad to have you with me. Preparing for El Niño and La Niña, adapting to climate change and its impacts. Today, I would like to talk about two important climate phenomena, El Niño and La Niña. These natural events have a significant impact on our global weather patterns, and they are becoming more unpredictable and intense due to climate change. It is crucial that we understand their implications and take proactive measures to prepare for the disruptions they may bring. In this speech, I will discuss the characteristics of these phenomena, their potential impacts on different sectors, and most importantly, the actions we must take to minimize their effects. Understanding El Niño and La Niña. To begin, let's first define what El Niño and La Niña are. El Niño is a climate phenomenon characterized by the warming of sea surface temperatures in the central and eastern Pacific Ocean. This shift causes disruptions in weather patterns across the globe, including increased rainfall in places like the west coast of the Americas and parts of South America, leading to floods, drought conditions in regions like Australia, Southeast Asia, and India, increasing the risk of wildfires, higher global temperatures, which may accelerate climate change. On the other hand, La Niña is the opposite. It occurs when the Pacific Ocean cools down. La Niña typically results in increased rainfall in Southeast Asia and Australia, which may cause flooding in those areas, drier conditions in regions like the southern United States and parts of South America, exacerbating drought and wildfire risks, lower global temperatures, which can slightly slow down the pace of global warming, but still result in extreme weather. Both of these phenomena have a profound effect on climate and weather patterns, and it is important to understand that they are not isolated events. They are part of a natural climate cycle that is becoming more volatile due to human-driven climate change. Impacts on various sectors. El Niño and La Niña can have wide-ranging impacts on different sectors. Let's break it down. 1. Agriculture. For agriculture, the effects of both El Niño and La Niña can be devastating. Droughts can lead to crop failures, while excess rainfall can cause flooding and crop destruction. Farmers should invest in climate-smart agricultural practices, such as choosing drought-resistant crops, improving irrigation systems, and using weather forecasting to adjust planting schedules. 2. Energy. Energy production, especially in regions that rely on hydroelectric power, is vulnerable to changes in rainfall patterns. During El Niño, reduced rainfall can lead to a shortage of water for hydropower plants. Conversely, during La Niña, increased precipitation in certain areas might cause flooding, disrupting power infrastructure. The energy sector needs to diversify its energy sources and strengthen infrastructure to withstand extreme weather events. 3. Infrastructure and urban planning. Extreme weather, whether it's intense storms, floods, or heat waves, poses a significant risk to infrastructure. Cities must ensure that buildings, roads, and bridges are built to withstand these challenges. Urban planners should focus on resilience, ensuring that cities are prepared for floods, storms, and temperature extremes. This may involve strengthening drainage systems, improving flood defenses, and ensuring that critical infrastructure is climate resistant. 4. Tourism and aviation. The tourism and aviation industries are also affected. El Niño and La Niña can disrupt flight schedules due to storms, heat waves, or heavy snow. In some regions, tourism might be affected by changes in weather patterns, such as fewer visitors during periods of drought or more during heavy rains. The tourism sector must plan for business continuity, ensuring flexibility in booking systems, and providing safety information to travelers. 5. Water resources. As both phenomena can lead to extreme drought or excess rainfall, water resources become more difficult to manage. Communities should focus on efficient water management, investing in reservoirs, improving water recycling technologies, and upgrading water distribution systems to cope with these challenges. Strategies for preparation. Now that we understand the impacts, it's time to talk about the preparations we need to make. 1. Improved early warning systems. One of the most important steps we can take is to invest in advanced weather forecasting and early warning systems. These systems can alert governments and industries about impending storms, floods, or heat waves, allowing them to act swiftly to minimize damage. 2. Climate-resilient infrastructure. Governments and businesses must work together to build more climate-resilient infrastructure. This includes upgrading roads, bridges, buildings, and energy grids to withstand extreme weather events. Investments in flood control systems, water storage, and efficient drainage are essential. 3. Public awareness and education. Raising public awareness about the impacts of El Niño and La Niña is crucial. Communities should be educated on how to protect themselves from extreme weather, whether through emergency plans, flood-proofing homes, or taking precautions during heat waves or storms. 4. Support for affected sectors. Farmers and energy producers who face climate-related challenges need support. Governments and organizations should provide financial assistance, offer technical guidance, and encourage the adoption of climate-smart technologies. For example, farmers could be encouraged to use drought-resistant crop varieties or implement more efficient irrigation methods. 5. Investment in renewable energy and sustainable practices. To mitigate the impacts of climate change, we must invest in renewable energy sources like solar and wind power, which are more resilient to extreme weather conditions. Additionally, encouraging sustainable practices across industries will help reduce greenhouse gas emissions and mitigate the intensity of future El Niño and La Niña events. 6. International cooperation. Climate change and extreme weather events are global challenges that require international cooperation. Countries must share information and resources, collaborate on research, and support vulnerable regions to build their resilience against these phenomena. Conclusion. In conclusion, El Niño and La Niña represent not just temporary disruptions, but ongoing challenges that we must face head-on. As climate change continues to intensify these events, we must be proactive in preparing for their impacts across various sectors. By investing in early warning systems, climate-resilient infrastructure, and sustainable practices, we can reduce the risks posed by these phenomena and build a more resilient future. Together, through collaboration, innovation, and adaptation, we can mitigate the damages caused by climate change and ensure that our communities, industries, and ecosystems thrive despite the challenges ahead. Thank you. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. I really appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update. Your feedback means a lot, and it helps me create more content for you. See you in the next video.